Thanks for joining me. So it's coming up to the end of the year, so I thought it might be nice just to do a run through of some of the slow stitch projects that I've done over the last few months, and that will give us some ideas of projects that we can do in the future, a few ideas of what we can do with a few small scraps of fabric and some thread. And what I have done is compile a whole list of projects that I want to do for next year as well, and what I'm going to do is add this to my Ko-Fi page, so it will give you a chance to stitch along with me if you'd like to, and I'm going to also add some digital downloadable patterns. That's the plan anyway for next year. So here we have some of the projects that I've already done. This one was a little kit that I purchased, which is from Colleen Lapierre, and it was a cute little cat project. Mrs. Cat Loves Knitting. This is just a little practice of an applique. I also did some little moths and I turned them into patterns. So I did some slow stitching onto a blouse. I made these really cute little toppers using some die cut elements, and I made a birthday card for my mum, and I've got plenty of these left over to make some more cards, but also I did think they'd make some really nice little brooches too. So this is a stick and stitch, and I added a few patterns on there, and I made some hanging decorations ready for the Christmas tree, and I gave those away so I don't have them anymore, but they look really sweet. I also made a 50th birthday badge, and I made some book closures as well. Now, I do love my art dolls. These are the art dolls that I made, and I've got those sitting on my desk at the moment, and those faces are available to download from my Etsy site. This was just a little slow stitch topper that I made, and these are my little boxes, and I made some little journal toppers, tiny concertina book toppers, and I really like the way they turned out, and they were very quick and easy to make and really nice to do in the garden. I made another 50th birthday card for one of my friends, and also some needle cases. So this one here is really nice and bright, and I use this one myself. And this little green one here I gave away to my mum because she still does some sewing. I don't think you can ever have too many needle cases, can you? So I also slow stitched this lovely journal cover, and that's still work in progress, and I've got to finish that off to give to a friend. Now these are the other brooches that I made that are lovely leaves and flowers, and I just added some Swarovski crystals to those. So I still haven't finished this project. It's a little applique project, which is of some little dollies, and I've still got to add the faces. And talking of dollies, I made quite a few Blythe doll hats as well. This is a little amulet, which I haven't quite finished yet because I'm thinking of turning it into a little pouch, but I did think it would be nice hanging round a neck. I also did a slow stitch necklace. So here I am chatting away to myself because it appears my audio has completely vanished. And this is a little slow stitched heart that I made, and I hanged this, and it's got lots of sequins and pretty sparkly elements on. This is my Stitch on the Go case. So it's just a cosmetic case that I took away on holiday with me. Normally you put things like toothbrush and body wash and things like that in it, but I decided to put lots of sequins and lovely stitchy things in there so that I could do some stitching on the go when I was on holiday, and I made quite a few projects while I was there. I made these little die-cut envelopes with little tiny pieces of fabric, and I stitched them together. I've not quite finished all of them, but I seriously enjoyed adding those little bits of ribbon onto the front. And I also did this abstract pebbles, basically just one of my pieces of artwork printed onto some velvet fabric, and I just stitched over the top and added some buttons and sequins and things. And this is the last piece that I've made this year, so far anyway. And this is probably going to be a journal cover as well. I wasn't sure whether I was going to make it into a little wall hanging. It's not quite finished yet because I've still got some white slow stitching that I want to do over the top, and I also want to add some beads and sequins. But I really like the way it's turned out so far, just with the different colours of fabrics. So watch this space, and I'll be finishing that soon, hopefully. Just a reminder, if you are enjoying this video, to give me a thumbs up, and remember I've got lots of projects coming up next year, so if you'd like to subscribe then that would be great, and do remember to click the notification bell because then you'll get told when I upload new videos.